Well, I have to admit, this is not one of my favorite things to do, but sometimes you just have to, right? Are you giving the farewell speech for one of your colleagues who's retiring? Or are you the lucky one? Are you retiring? Are you wondering how to write and hold a very good speech? Well, then this video is for you. With my 6 tips, you will capture the audience attention and make a memorable impression. Welcome, I'm Sabrina from retireon.com.au. In this video, I want to help you give the best retirement speech ever, be it for your own retirement or to honor a colleague who's retiring. It actually doesn't matter for whom the speech is. The characteristics of a good speech are the same in both cases. First of all, don't panic. Your speech doesn't have to be super long. A 5-minute speech can be much better than a 30-minute monologue. Keep it short and to the point. Also, it doesn't have to be a rundown of all the achievements you or your colleague had in your or his career. It's rather a chance to show your gratitude for the opportunities you have or he had in his career. Also, if you plan to write it all out, then write it in a conversational style, a style that is easy to listen to and interact with your audience. The second most important point is that you tailor your speech to your audience. Think about how you would like them to react to your speech. Do you think they would like to share a laugh? Or are they very professional and a bit reserved? And how about the person if you're writing the speech for another colleague? Is he or she very outgoing or rather shy? Try to match their character. And keep in mind that you're very likely to have 2 groups in your audience. On one side, the young people who have not been working at the company for long, and on the other side, the old folks who have been working there for years, and they may even be thinking about their own retirement. Try to include references in your speech that both groups can relate to and appreciate. This leads me to my next tip that you should include in your speech: memories and anecdotes. This is actually a very good opportunity to include some humor in your speech. You could, for example, start your story with this: "It seemed like a good idea at the time," or something similar. Your story could be, for example, about the struggles you were facing when you first joined the company, or other silly mistakes that included the coworker who is retiring. But make sure that you make fun of yourself and avoid jokes and stories on the expense of others. And then you should thank people who made your workday a nice day. Don't forget to thank support staff if you had any, and pay tribute to the people who made your career a successful one. But don't start listing everybody you encountered in your work life. This will become very boring very quickly for your audience. And the good ending of your speech will include a reference to the lovely things you miss, something that made the atmosphere at work special. And you should express a warm feeling to your employer and to the people who remain behind. And very important, if you're holding the speech for a coworker, then you should end your speech with a toast to the retiree. Ideally, you started the process of composing your speech early enough so that you have time to practice it, because this is key to giving a nice speech. Practice. Practice also allows you to memorize it. Try not to read your notes, but rather compose cards with bullet points. This allows you to speak more freely and naturally than if you have printed out the whole text. And once you're actually standing there, then try to relax and be yourself. Chances are that you know most of the people present. After all, they're your co-workers and they also know you too. If you follow these tips, you will give an impressive speech that will capture the audience attention. To summarize the most important points again, start preparing it early enough so that you have time to practice it once it's completed. Keep it on a higher level and only point out the key features relevant to the business. And relationships are much more important than achievements. They are also the things that all co-workers can rely to. Keep your speech short and punchy. Make it clear by using simple sentences and few words. And if you're holding this speech to honor a coworker, then you may want to hand over a retirement gift at the end. I actually made a video that will help you find the best retirement gift. So this is what I wanted to share with you in this video. I hope I could give you some ideas and inspiration to write and give the best retirement speech ever. Why don't you send it to me once you've completed it? contact@retireon.com.au is my email address. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button in the corner. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.